Hey you guys, it's Miss Alexander, and today we're taking on Engage New York, Module 5, Lesson 12. We're turning this into a 2-day thing so we have more to practice. We're going to compare two fractions with different numerators and different denominators by creating a common denominator. Again, we're going to just remember what a fraction is, numerator and denominator. You guys know it. We just got to keep reviewing it so we remember. Here are our new steps. 1, find a common denominator. In order to do this, note, we're going to skip count by the denominators till you find a common multiple, and I'll show you. And then 2, we're going to convert the common denominator by multiplying the original fraction by a value of 1 whole, like 2 over 2, 3 over 3, 5 over 5. Let's go look at the example, you guys. So I have 2/3 and 7/8. We got to figure out what numbers these two numbers have in. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my denominators in the colors right here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my 3s. 3, 8, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I'm going to come right down here to my 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. I so far don't have, I'm going to go back up to 3. I'm going to go 18, 21, 24. Look at this. Both of them have a 24. So I'm going to quick highlight the 24 in both of them so that I can see that I have them correctly. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to convert. So I'm going to start off doing the 2/3. So I'm going to write 2/3. I'm going to multiply. Now I'm going to put a fraction sign because I'm going to use some fraction that looks like a whole number. That's a whole 1. So that I can equal some number over 24. Because we already have our common denominator, you guys. So now I'm going to take this 3. I'm going to multiply some number to get 24. So 3 times what number is 24? If you don't know, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to put an 8 there. Now, please remember what I do to the bottom, I got to do the top because this number right here needs to be 1. We're looking for an equivalent fraction, but it's an equivalent fraction with the denominator 24. Now I'm going to go 2 times 8. What's 2 times 8? Great job, it is 16. So I'm going to come right up here. I'm going to put in my 24. I'm going to jump to the top and put in my 16. I'm going to quick jump right over here and put in my 24 because we know what that is. Now I'm going to take the 7/8. I'm going to scoot on over. I'm going to go 7/8 times some fraction. We know it equals 1, but we got to figure that out. Equals some number over 24. Again, we know what the common denominator is. So this is what we're trying to come up with. So 8 times what number is 24? If you know your multiplication facts, you know what this number is. If not, count. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put a 3 here. Remember what I do the bottom, I do the top, because this number right here should always equal 1. So now I do 7 times 3. Yes, it's 21. So I'm going to come right up here and write 21. And now you can figure out which one's greater. Is 16 over 24 greater or is 21 over 24? Very good. 21 over 24. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my greater sign right there. Let's jump down to one more example. I have 1/4 and 8/10. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 4 here, and I'm going to put my 10 here. We're going to go find a common denominator. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Always go 5 out. I always start with 5 just in case. 10, 20. Look at that. I have a 20 and a 20. This is where I'm going to stop because I don't need to do all my 10s, being I just found the least common multiple that they have together. So I'm going to quick highlight both of them. Now, this is where you can do it differently, and I'm showing you a different way to do it. Is just come right over here and quick put in your 20s. Because we already know that's our common denominator, right, you guys? So right now I'm going to come right here. I've got 1/4 I'm going to multiply some fraction, which equals 1, equals some number over 20. So 4 times what number is 20? If you don't know, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here on the bottom, I'm going to write 5. Remember, what you do the bottom, you do the top, because we want this fraction to equal 1. In order to do that, I make sure the numbers are the exact same. And we're making an equivalent fraction. So now I do 1 times 5 is, yes, 5. Now I'm going to come right up here to this box. I'm going to put in my 5. Now I'm going to come back down here so I can do 8/10. So I'm going to do 8 over 10 times some fraction, which equals 1, equals to some number over 20. Remember, that's our common denominator. So 10 times what number gave us 20? If you didn't know, come over here and count. 1, 2, 2. So I'll put a 2 here. Remember, what you do the bottom, you do the top, only because we want this number to equal 1. Now I do 8 times 2. Yes, it's 16. So I'll put the 16 here. We're going to come right up here and write this, write the 16. And which one's bigger, 5/20 or 16/20? Very good, it is 16/20. So I'm going to come right over here, and I know that 8/10 is bigger than 1/4. Remember, while you do this, take your time. Remember that this step right here, step number 1, is going 5 multiples out. That's just skip counting. 4, so I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See, I'm just skip counting, you guys. Take your time, have fun, and remember, as you're doing this, to smile, giggle, and wiggle. I'll talk with you later. Bye.